5-point lead. Let's go, Indiana. No one wants Boston in the finals, unless if you're a Boston fan. Let's go. That's a free 2 points. Oh, he lost the ball, but the Tony Brothers' big body self calls a foul. 1:43 to go. 1:15 to 1:10. Indiana is leading. Boston had like a 12-point lead, 11-point lead in the third. That expired like milk. Looks like Miles Turner fouled him pretty hard. But Brown's been kind of iffy on his free throws today. And Brown is still down. Okay, great. Oh, Siakam kind of nudged him in the head. Okay, that was his hip. His hip did it. Usually I've been reacting to Thunder games, but since they're out, we're not going to talk about that. We'll save that for tomorrow. Let's just say that. Celtics have not lost a game 1 yet. They're 2-0. They've not really got close to losing a game 1 either. So they've been bad in game 2s, but Drew Holiday, quick layup. Okay, good pass from Derek White. They've been good in game 1s. Just the game 2's been the problem. But if Indiana steals this, then he's still got to play even better in game 2. Boston's had like 17 more free throws than Indiana has. It might just because of questionable officiating or what. Siakam missed a 2. No foul. Okay, Halliburton's tough to slowly get back. 4-on-5 right now. 5-on-4, I should say. White blocked by Halliburton. Just never saw him. Never saw him coming back. If Indiana steals this game, this is insane. This would be insane. A minute to go. Halliburton. Step back. 3-pointer. No. Rims out. Loose ball foul. And it's going to be in Boston's favor. I don't know where the foul's at. It could be a loose ball foul, I assume. They called on Siakam. That's a great block by Halliburton transition. They go behind him and block him like that. Very good. Okay, so we're going to get a challenge. By the way, I've not watched this first half. I knew it was a good first half, but I wasn't able to really watch it. Let's see if this was a foul. That's a foul. He did slap Jaylen Brown's arm badly on that rebound attempt. I get it's a loose ball, but they call it a foul for a reason. That's a foul. But me and Jaylen Brown look just alike. Like, what's the difference? But it's still a minute 12. I mean, about a minute to go. 1:12, 1:15. I've watched Indiana a bit, though. They've had their threes. Boston struggled a bit, consistency. They've missed some free throws. They've missed some decent looks. But overall, Indiana's just played better than this fourth quarter. TJ McConnell, shout out to him. He's been really good again. He was good in the New York series. He was pretty important in the Milwaukee series. He's been very good, though, today. So shout out to TJ McConnell. Aaron Nesmith had a really, really tough layup beforehand. And Pacers played a game that they can probably repeat. That's one of the things that's scary, is that they've played a game that they can probably repeat. And they've got 4 free throws. 4 free throws the entire game. Boston's got like 21. They've missed a decent amount, though. Brown's missed 2. So, yeah. We got a Wolverine and Deadpool ad going on, premiering in July. That's going to be hype. That's about a month and a half, 2 months from now. That's going to be hype. Here we go. Okay. We're going to see the crowd. We're going to see the outside parts of Boston right now. Very green. I wonder what Boston feels about TJ McConnell. Like, they tend to be a racist city, or tend to really like white people, but he's killing them. So, like, are they like supporting him, or like, are they like, yeah, he's the exception. We don't like him. Only him, though. And Manning. Both Mannings. The call is upheld. Yeah, 57.4 to go. Indiana only has 1 timeout left. Yeah, Mark. Dave or not. Yeah, that's how you use a challenge if you have 2 timeouts left, not 1. Still upset about that. But it's okay. It's not. Brown makes the first. It'll be better if Boston chokes again. That'd be hilarious, wouldn't that? Boston chokes again in the big stage. Game 1. Puts the pressure on them. Indiana has the best home record. Do you have anyone left? Here we go. Indiana's still not lost at home. They're 6-0. 20 more free throws attempts Celtics have had. They've looked like fouls though. Step back, mid-range, big shot by Nembhard. The hero of Game 3 last series. Here we go, Derek White. Oh, offensive. Oh, I was like Mike Breen. Yeah, it looked like, I was about to say it's Tony Brothers, so he would be willing to call anything. Timeout called by Boston. Mike Breen made it seem like it was a timeout on it seemed like it was a foul in Boston. No, there's no foul. But it's Tony Brothers, so anything is possible to be called. So, yeah. Yeah. I'll probably be doing these for every game, actually, from now on in the playoffs, since they're just individual games. I'll just get my reactions to them. If they're good, of course. And I just get my reviews if they're not. Grandma knows a sweet treat at McDonald's. Yeah. But I will say this, not this series, but the Mavericks and Timberwolves series. I'm interested. I think Timberwolves will absolutely destroy them. And I've made this, I've not said it on camera yet, but I will say it now. If the Timberwolves lose this series, if the Mavericks make it to the finals, I will completely shave all my facial hair. Completely. All of it right here. Completely gone. Month and a half, 2 months worth of growing it out will be gone if they lose this series. But this one, there's nothing on. They've done nothing to hurt me. I would love Indiana to win. Boston only down. Oh, barely got in. Tatum wide open three for the tie. No good because Tatum chokes in the big moments. Halliburton almost lost the ball, diving on the ground. How bad of a possession could have you had there if you're Indiana? You had two. Your guy fell. Halliburton lost the ball. Nesmith fell on the ground and fell out of bounds in the process, trying to save the ball. Okay. 3 seconds between shot clock and game clock in the game clock's favor. Here we go. White drive. White trying to get the and one. No good on either shot. Tatum no good. Rebound Turner. Halliburton. A 10. 10 seconds exactly. Tatum chokes. White chokes. That's a tough shot if you're Tatum. Taking a contested fadeaway from about 12 feet out. That was not the smartest of ideas, and since there's been really no free throws for Indiana, that means there's really no fouls. So they're not in the bonus yet. That's the one problem with not fouling a lot early on, or a decent amount, is that these circumstances, you got to foul multiple times to get him into the bonus. There you go. I'm just going to check on someone might have got a little bleeding going on. Seems like Nembhard might. Good defense from Nesmith. Just barely missed. Tatum, rebound. Can kick out. Just decides not to. But again, 12, 15-foot fadeaway. Heavily contested, by the way, by Miles Turner, who was their best paint defender. Best shot blocker. You try to get it over him.
Can we remember that this point guard is 24 years old and navigating his first run through the playoffs?
And Tyrese Halliburton's been very impressive. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton. He's been very, very good. You got some bleeding on a finger from Nembhard. Boston doesn't have a timeout left, but Indiana fully controls this game. They did have a slip-up last possession of them just fumbling the ball. And they were down by 13 in Boston, and they came back. Can we get someone a good look here? They have a timeout if they need it. Oh, who's that out on? Oh, Siakam, no. Boston ball. Oh my gosh. That looked like Siakam hit it last. They kept up defensively. Indiana did have a timeout. They had a timeout. You had time to get a play good because Nembhard was getting his fingers checked, and you still end up with a turnover. How do you come out of pretty much a timeout and you don't have a good play? Nembhard, he's throwing the pass in. Brown cuts very well, and it looks like Siakam might. I thought he might hit it here. Yeah, he hits it again. Siakam knows it was off of him, and he tries to save it really late, and he's already out of bounds by that point, trying to save it. Which honestly might be a blessing in disguise for Indiana, let's be honest. If Siakam saves this ball, hypothetically, that ball is going straight to either Derek White, Drew Holiday, or Jaylen Brown, and that's a free 2 points. The thing is that seeing how your teams run 2 offensive plays in a row, back-to-back turnovers in situations that they easily could have got successful possessions from, would you trust your team to not like mess up again? By fouling, put them at the line, they'll probably make both. You have a timeout left, but you might use it at first to advance it to get your team out of that situation under the hoop. Boston has no timeouts. So by fouling them, it would save them clock. But they have a chance to tie. Corner, Brown, for the tie. Bang! Whoa! Whoa! What a shot over Siakam. In your face. Oh, man, Big Papi is happy. Woohoo! Oh, my gosh. Jaylen Brown, left corner, money. Big time shot, Indiana. Oh my, you blew an opportunity to seal up this game. Twice. That's bad. Very bad. Oh man, Siakam definitely could have fouled. Brown kind of slightly pump fakes. Siakam does not want to foul, so he puts his hands down. And Jaylen Brown, it looks like Siakam's there, but since there's no contest, he can get a clean look when he fully jumps. That's still a tough shot. Man, that's tough. That's a tough shot by Brown. Got 5.8 to go. 5.9, 5.8. Indiana's got a chance. Indiana still got a chance, but man, you blew 2 opportunities to seal up the game. Lost about Big Papi, the baseball player. I'm not calling their players, just Big Papi. Here we go. 5.7 to go. You want to go to Halliburton, of course. Halliburton, 5, 4, 3. Halliburton clamped for the win. No good. Clamped up. Tatum clamped him up. We have overtime in the Garden. First game. Here we go. Oh, man. I'm going to have to make this a 2-part. Oh, my gosh. We're back. Okay. 2:19 to go. What's happened during this time? Neesmith has fouled out. Tatum made some free throws. Brown made a left-handed layup, and Halliburton hit a 3. Indiana with the ball. 2:14 to go. 120 to 121. Siakam, kick out. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Halliburton gets a screen. Siakam for the lead. No good. Horford rebound. Falls out of bounds, but keeps the ball in play. Brown with it. Under 2 minutes to go. We got the mismatch on Turner. Kicks it back out. Tatum resets. Here we go. Big time. Possession here. Drew sets a screen up top. It just throws it away. Tatum does. Halliburton fouled on the 3. White tried to do the same thing Halliburton did to him in the regulation, but he fouls him on the shot. Halliburton, in any other era, no one says pull up from 3 in a one-on-one fast break. But guess what? Halliburton did, and it's worked out. Drew Holiday never slipped on the roll. He never moved. Tatum thought he was going to move. Tyrese, that's a 3. Derek White completely fouls him, and Halliburton ties up the game with 1 of 3 free throws. He gets 3 of them things. 146 to go. It's going to be a long reaction. Goodness. Halliburton makes a second. I was planning to do a review after this, but I might as well just rock with this. 123, 121. Halliburton makes both free throws. Indiana's not missed on their free throws, even though it's 6 attempts. Boston's 19 for 25 on free throws. There you go. Brown drives for the tie, and it's knocked out of bounds. Boston ball. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. 1:30 to go on the game clock. White will inbound the ball. Both teams will have 2 timeouts. Indiana's in the bonus. Boston is not yet. Kind of surprising. White into Tatum, right corner. 5 seconds. Half spin move. And he misses. Tipped around Turner. White. Holiday gets it. White tries to drive. Fouled. Fouled on the ground by Turner. How did Tatum miss that spinning? He did a spin layup. Somehow missed. And somehow Turner doesn't end up with the ball. He had 2 hands on it. And White ended up knocking away and saving the ball. Tatum's inbounding the ball. 1:20 to go. Here we go. White. Pump fakes. Under 10 to go on the shot clock. Tatum kind of just pulls the guy down. No call. Fouled. And one. McConnell was the only guy in the paint. And he tried to foul him, but Tatum swoops up with his right arm and makes the layup. Big Poppy. David Ortiz is very happy. He just kind of falls. It looks like Nembhard just fell. Nembhard trying to back up Tatum, trying to face guard him in a way, and just can't. And then McConnell tries to foul, but he got his left arm, but not his right, and he went up with his right arm. So, good play by Tatum. Boston, you give them enough shots, they'll make you realize why they're the 1 seed in the entire NBA. It's not their first time here, but sometimes they act like it. This is Indiana's first time here, and sometimes they'll act like it. Halliburton steps out of bounds. Oh, no. Falls on the monitor, specifically Doris Burke. That was worth it. That was worth the turnover if he fell on Doris Burke's monitor. Holiday put him in a jail cell. Oh, my gosh. Ball just hit out of bounds. Bro completely knocked out her monitor. Good job. 21 turnovers by Indiana, 15 by Boston. Under about 50 seconds to go. White with the ball. Tatum will slip the screen. White, drive White. He's going to kick out Tatum. You can't get more open than this. Cannot. Bang! Oh, wow. Okay. Tatum. Making big time shots. Back-to-back possessions. Getting 3-point plays. One of them was a 3. One of them was an and one that we make the free throw. Boston Garden is as loud as you're going to hear it. 42 seconds to go. 123, 127. Boston leads. The few Indiana fans in the crowd are not pleased. They know they could have won this in regulation. They know they did not need overtime. They know their backs are against the wall completely. And no one is stepping up outside of Halliburton to make plays in overtime. But even then, Halliburton just choked the last possession. Boston has been in these situations before, and it's showing. And even though it might have had been overtime for it to show, it is finally showing. Boston has been here before, and they're playing like it in front of their home crowd. Still doesn't mean there's 42 seconds left. Boston was down by 3 without the ball with 30 seconds to go. Missed 2 shots during that time span, and still end up having overtime. So things can happen. Tatum has outscored Indiana single-handedly, but Indiana's only had Halliburton score, so it's pretty much been Halliburton versus Tatum, and then Brown had a layup. Timeout left for Indiana. They will not use it just yet because they used the other one. Knowledge. Here we go. Halliburton get the ball into Siakam. We want to get the ball back into Halliburton's hands, but we'll see what happens. Siakam drives. Siakam gets clamped up by Brown. Brown's ball gets it to Tatum. Tatum to Horford. Timeout by Joe Mazzulla. Absolutely clamped up, back-to-back possessions. Boston's crowd could not be more happy. Your 2 stars showing up. Brown showing up. Tatum showing up. Holiday doing his thing. Tries to do the spin. Brown just rips it out of his hands. Man, that's a grown man play right there. Wow. Okay. Still not over. Definitely not over yet. Just it's not looking too hot for Indiana. With 10 seconds left to go in the game, what we thought was the end of the game. We thought the game was going to be pretty much just Indiana's to lose, pretty much. They were going to have some miraculous thing happen to hurt them. Could have been officiating, could have been a turnover, missed free throws. But they had full control. And the turnover thing is what happened. And they're not fouling. Let's come back to haunt them. Badly. Now it's 31 seconds left. You don't have the ball. You're down by 4. Only one timeout. And this Boston team has a timeout left too. They're in the bonus now. I'm going to have to sneeze. White trying to get the ball in. This is the Holiday. Holiday double team. Holiday throws it off of Halliburton. That's what you do, Indiana. You throw it off of people and knock it out of bounds. Specifically the other team. Then we saw Mark Wahlberg at this game. Shout out to Big Mark. Pass it to White. White lays it up and in. 6-point lead. Kind of changed whenever Neesmith fouled out. The top in. Toppin's going to try to drive. Top in. Kick out. Siakam. Siakam's trying to get a 2. Siakam hits the 2. Took him the entire overtime, but here we go. 17 seconds left. Gets it to Holiday and they have to foul immediately. When Neesmith fouled out the game, Tatum just kind of did whatever he wanted after that. Tatum, right afterwards, got back-to-back 3-point possessions. Right whenever he left. Because he fouled out. Not maybe right whenever. But a very little bit after that, he just did his thing. Boston played a good game. Indiana played a pretty good game. Just when... How's the saying go? Like, I don't even know. I'm not even going to try to use an analogy. Whenever Indiana had a chance to win, they lost. And whenever Boston had a chance to win, they're going to win. You know what I mean? That makes, I guess, when the rubber meets the mat, Indiana's rubber was not good, and Boston's was flourishing. I'm not sure that's the right saying, but we'll use it. 6-point game. 6-point game. Here we go. Halliburton, the McConnell, and they foul McConnell. Strange. I know you don't want them to get a shot up, but if they just miss, it's not like T.J. McConnell's an elite 3-point shooter.
McConnell, who has not shot a free throw again, the Pacers have only taken 6 free throws, 28 for the Celtics.
How do you choke this? Like, this bad, Indiana. I'm a Thunder fan, and I'm asking how you choke a game this bad. You had the lead with 3-point with 10 seconds ago. You had a 3-point lead with 30 seconds ago, and he blew back-to-back possessions. With terrible turnovers. Missed the free throw, tapped around, and it's just knocked out of bounds over the goal. Oh, Toppin got fouled. Okay, Toppin got fouled. So McConnell missed the free throw. Toppin just tried to tip it in, but his other arm got held by Tatum. Looked like they got locked up. Tatum never moved his arm, which prevented Toppin to move his arm. And that means Toppin will shoot free throws unless it's reversed. So we're getting a challenge. Yay! There we go. I'm just going to cut to whenever this challenge ends. We're back. Foul stands. 12.9 to go. I didn't want to just sit here in silence for a minute and have y'all deal with it, so. Here we go. Toppin's not the greatest free throw shooter in the world, but certainly not the worst. He's 15 for 19 this year in the playoffs. Not shot an attempt tonight. Great way just to throw someone into a situation. Here we go, Toppin. Knock down your free throws, big man. There you go. Here's the first one. Need the first one. You could try to miss this on purpose. You do have a timeout left, and Boston doesn't. So if there is any problems throwing the ball in, you have a situation like you had in the end of regulation. I would try to make this. And he does. You can trap. You can trap since they have no timeout. There's no safety valve in this situation. You got to make a play. And they're going to try to do that. White to Tatum, and Tatum, yeah, gets fouled. That would have been just a free dunk if he didn't foul him. So 8.6 to go. You could argue that is a clear path foul, since there was no one behind him other than two Celtics players.
Generally speaking, 3-point game, over 10 seconds. Teams like to trap at least once and go for a steal.
And that is how you execute an inbounds play in Indiana when you have a 3-point lead. And that is how you make your free throws. There we go. 35 points for Tatum, 132-128. McConnell heads to the bench. He does not seem thrilled. I wouldn't be either. If I was a Pacers player, which I'm obviously. Of course. Tatum. Chaining MVP for Tatum's quite funny. They're not deciding to take their time out. Going deep. Siakam, the Halliburton. That's a good look, actually. No good. And they save it, and that's game. Boston wins game 1. Boston wins in overtime. 133-128. What a choke. What a choke by Indiana. Hope you have a great day. Good job, Boston. God bless y'all.